everybody, what's up? Just sending in a quick intro to remind you all that death is inevitable.
All right. Okay, well, it's just playing again, and I hate it. I hate that Spotify does that, or SoundCloud. That was a super short intro that I really appreciate.
So the music was not part of it. That was somebody else's track.
No, it was same person, just a different track from that
Different
person.
track from them.
Wow.
Here's a
Good
really
times,
quick
guys, good times.
thing. Just remember, death is inevitable.
It's
That was from SoundCloud user DJ Stank Daddy.
Ooh, DJ Stank Daddy. I
yeah.
would see him in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right
Oh.
after
DJ
Britney.
Stank Daddy,
Easily.
yeah.
Britney Stank Daddy Spears.
That middle name.
Yeah.
Speaking of Vegas, guys, I really want to go.
Hey guys,
And
welcome to the
I'm-
Valley
Jesus.
Cast. This is the show where the old hosts of SourceFed, new hosts of the Valley Folk get together and talk into microphones,
Oh, yeah, baby. Do a little back and forth.
share some stories.
We
Do some back and forth.
Bring some internet anecdotes or just things that are going on in our lives, and each of us brings one thing. And then sometimes Steve bumps my volume up a little bit.
You know what
because
it is?
when I do the test volume, I talk louder
You
You
do.
do.
than when I actually
You do the
talk.
fake host
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, hey, everybody. And then you're like, hi.
You know what this
Yeah.
is? This is conversation potluck.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We're
That's
just
what
here.
this is.
This is very
I-
real.
It is.
I brought
Conversation
some
potluck.
ambrosia.
It's very unedited, very fresh.
Come get a couple scoops, why don't you?
Yeah.
I put raisins in it. I think it might have been a mistake.
Oh,
I
and
brought
if,
I brought melon halves if you want to scoop some ambrosia into the middle.
Oh.
Remember those candies you got in Arizona? You remember those little sour candies?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
those were good.
those
Those are
Great.
amazing.
And then the ones that Joe mixed with Reese's Pieces.
You remember that when he did that, and
Or
he
was
thought
it
that was an
M&Ms?
okay thing to do?
That was so strange.
Hey, like sometimes you got to live on the edge, you know?
But you gave me a very sincere apology for that. I remember being like, "It's
But
okay,
also,
man."
you
but
seemed a little upset. You
I was
were
pretty
very
upset.
I felt like I
about
had
it.
to give a sincere
It's like
apology.
my bowl of Reese's that I was so excited about got
Reese's.
salt poured off.
He keeps saying
There's no
Reese's.
salt on
I
the
do.
candy.
There
Oh, I
is a
don't know.
thing
Yeah,
between
whatever.
Reese's and Reese's Pieces.
It's
Yeah.
Reese's.
I'm gonna say
doesn't matter,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
think-
what I'm gonna say.
Oh, I just recently
I
learned.
can't. I don't remember, and I can't. I eat so much of them too. I've given so much money
Reese's?
to that company that like I'm gonna call it what I'm gonna call
He's
it.
literally 85 right now. I'm going to call it a
Ah,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what?
candy what I'm going to call
I'm
it.
gonna
It's
still
a
call
Reese's.
them vagina carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
China carrier?
Women.
I thought you were talking about the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. Delicious.
Quite the jump.
Vagina carriers.
Get
is
off
a
my
movement
lawn.
from the 1950s.
That's,
With my
that's your
Reese's.
Abe Lincoln voice.
It is actually. That's
if you're
my
watching
old
this on
man voice.
YouTube, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, like the video. We got more stuff coming out. We are not just a podcast channel, so if you, how dare you?
I just found out for some reason, I don't know why I thought of this, but do you guys know about Oshkosh Bagosh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
gosh,
yeah,
my
dude.
gosh.
Do you have
Huge.
any idea where the name even comes from, even a little bit?
I think I've heard this, but I completely forget. Please,
Yeah,
Hold on,
me
hold
too.
on. Let me just
Hit us
let me
with
just-
the
let
anecdote.
me
Yeah,
just
yeah.
try. Nope,
This
I
could be
don't.
my topic if you want. I had another thing about like Easter eggs in movies, and I found a really fun one from Independence Day.
Ooh, I like that.
I was
Ooh,
going to ask you what
cool.
your favorite Easter eggs from movies were. But yeah, I can just do a quick double. Oshkosh Bagosh. Well, first of all, Oshkosh is a city in Wisconsin. It's actually called Oshkosh. And
And Bagosh,
Bagosh.
is the correct pronunciation of Wisconsin.
it is. That's it. No, Bagosh is this is the weirdest part. Bagosh is an abbreviated way of saying by gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Gosh, Bagosh.
Oshkosh, by gosh.
By golly. No, sir.
Bagosh.
No, sir, it's by gosh.
I'm going to start saying, oh, bagosh.
Bagersh.
You know, there's a bit that we sometimes do that I was thinking you were going to do just there, and you were going to be like, Oshkosh is a town, an actual town, and then Bagosh, go F
Go
yourself.
fuck yourself.
Yeah,
You could actually go fuck yourself.
yeah, but you didn't do it, which is fine.
Oh, that's such a good bit.
I love that
It's
bit.
so
We
fun.
had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
There
We
was
were
a
having fun with it
Tosca
the other day,
Bowman
right?
night the other. Oh yeah.
Tosca Bowman, is that what
That was
it
a Tosca Bowman bit. But also,
So much slurping.
also I learned a new word in finding out what the Bagosh was in the Oshkosh, which is Bowdlerization.
Balderization?
No, Bowdlerization.
Balderization.
Bowdler. Bowdler, Ization.
Also-
Bowdlerization.
a town in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
No, it's a way to
That's actually a go fuck yourself.
Balderization of Balderization is like the kind of like the cleaning up of So like in this instance, bagosh is an abbreviated way of saying by gosh, but which is a bowdlerization of by God. So instead of saying by God, so it's like
It's to
It's like-
purify some of those nasty
Yeah,
phrases.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
isn't that interesting?
Like dang versus
Bowdlerization.
damn is a
Yeah.
bowdlerization.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
a
cool.
bowdlerization.
That's fun. I
Yeah,
like
isn't that
a
fun?
lot. Yeah.
You want to
Anyway.
Google that? Bowdlerization? You want to Google that?
I totally
one?
did. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'll pull it up.
It's like, could you please make me some breakfast? Is a bowdlerization for make me some fucking food.
It
Right,
is
right.
the definition is a removal.
You vagina carrier.
Yeah.
The definition is remove material that is considered improper or offensive from a text or count, especially with the result that it becomes weaker or less effective.
Bowdlerize.
Bowdlerization
Don't
of the
you
version
dare
of the story.
bowdlerize me, Daryl.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use that a lot.
and
I
it comes
really love
from the
that.
name Dr. Thomas Bowdler, who published an
Oh,
expurgated
farts.
edition of
Who
Shakespeare.
probably was sharing that publication with a second author, and he bowdlered him right out of the
Yeah.
frickin'
That's what you already
credit.
said. It was Shakespeare.
Also,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, Nazi
hear that?
sympathizer.
Was Shakespeare?
What?
He actually, that's how the guy did it to Shakespeare.
No.
Yeah, he totally just
Really?
did.
Did
Is
Yeah,
that what it
Yeah,
was?
you-
I was
yeah.
not listening because I
he
was.
totally did it to Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's
he
how.
bowdlered Shakespeare.
he bowdlered
Holy crap.
Shakespeare.
I should have listened instead of talking.
The other thing is I love when you play as Bowdler in the new Super Mario Galaxy game. Anyway, all right, guys. So welcome to the podcast. Who wants to talk?
Ooh.
Real quick, any housekeeping? Housekeeping is when we talk about or do any corrections or further elaborate on any
We talked
topics
about our
we talked
show
about
last
before.
week, and we put up a video of our trip to Arizona.
Of our show, yeah.
Bowman, our sweet angel Bowman, made a
Ugh,
super
love
dope
him.
video, dude.
Love him so much.
And go check that out on our YouTube.
So good. And you can see our
folk.
logo, our intro, our graphics, which are amazing. And we're moving right along.
A lot of big
we're
steps.
making
Right
some things
along.
happen.
So many things are happening, and before you guys know it, your show,
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
I-
debuting.
which I think we've only talked about with the patrons.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Shit, was that the
It,
first time we've said it not
yeah.
to
We
patrons?
kind of say it in the office video, like we're walking around going, like, "Is this the Your Show set? This is the
Yeah.
Your Show set. We'll
Right.
do your." But
Well, here's an
Yeah.
announcement. Our show is called Your Show.
Yay!
Yay.
That will be our weekly show that you guys will love very much.
It'll be a
hopefully.
bit of a variety show.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be very
which I was
fun.
actually having shower thoughts about today, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a son of a bitch to edit."
Nah, it won't be bad. We'll get through it.
won't be bad.
We'll get through it.
We have this guy
Which
named
is the
Frank
reason why the
Zaragoza.
white walls were so like easy, because it was just
Yeah.
literally shooting against a white wall. But like now I'm thinking of like, oh shit, we're gonna throw in all this variety stuff. It's gonna be like, fuck, we're gonna be waiting on edits, and we're gonna be like fucking freaking out, and we're
Well,
gonna be like,
we're gonna stockpile stuff. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a
yes,
schedule.
that's a good idea. Stockpiling is very
Yeah,
good.
schedule is also a big thing that we
We're
have.
just gonna
Yeah. Sorry, I just had a panic attack on the podcast. So
Is that what
okay.
your shower thoughts are?
You have a little sweat
Yeah.
dripping on your forehead.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
All
You know, a
right.
little bit
You're
to the
all
left.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there it
Easy, easy.
goes.
You work
There
in
it
a
goes.
shower.
So beautiful hair. Shake it out, baby. Shake it out.
who wants to go first?
I'll kick it off. I'll
I
kick
can
it off.
go.
I'll
Okay,
kick it
go
off.
for it.
Let me,
You go for it,
let me
'cause
grab
you're
my
de-
little
you're-
nostrils
go ahead.
here.
Kick off, you little
Baby
soccer
boy.
fucker.
I'm a little,
Jesus
little under the
Christ.
weather here.
Oh,
A little
Yeah,
runny
Joe
nose.
went to ClamorCon. We went to ClamorCon. It was super fun.
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. And there was a lot of children, so that's what I'm chalking up to Joe's disgusting
illness.
sickness.
Yeah.
Did you know that the name Palm Springs literally, seriously, it comes from the term that the palm trees actually, that's where springs come from palm trees.
Completely perfect.
I don't know if I could do him all day long.
That's where springs come from.
Did you know that?
Oh, did you know that?
Finding your way to whatever that.
You know
was?
that actually, and this is the truth, that at the end of the day, Palm Springs,
Oh, and this is 100%
Palms
fact.
and the spring. That's where the springs. Come
that's where springs come from, inside of a car. The first springs are from palm trees.
That's why the palm is an endangered species because of the automobile industry.
Yep.
And the first palm reader was born
Inside of a
a palm tree.
So ridiculous.
Anyway, Joe, so you're not feeling good. What happened, baby?
I just got a little sick, so I apologize if I sound weird or if
Oh,
I'm stopping
yeah.
and dabble
Hear any
on my
sniffers?
nose. Don't touch me is what it really comes down to, and let's
already
get rid
touched
of
him
this
twice.
when we're done.
Yeah, yeah. And the seat you're in, and every doorknob you
I'll
touched.
burn
and-
it off.
Yeah, and me. Look, man,
Yeah.
just get rid of me. Erase me from
Burn it
existence. This is post Mom's Day, so I just wanted to straight up put it out. Let's talk about our moms, and I wanted to throw on the table the gauntlet of what are, you don't have to do the most specific, but what is your happiest or some of your happiest memories about your dear, dear mamas?
Ooh.
You did your mammakins.
I'll always appreciate my mom for showing me like all the Jim Henson stuff and Star Wars and RoboCop, and like my mom like showed me every cool movie there was. Like she was showing The Dark Crystal to me when I was like,
Did
really young.
she turn it on and throw you on the floor and go do something else? Or
No,
did
she
watch
watched it with
you?
us. Yeah, and she
Cool.
was just like, "Isn't this great?" Like my mom just is a huge nerd for stuff like that, for like
love
puppetry
that.
and cool creatures and fantasy and sci-fi and stuff like that.
So
she
she
just
was
loves
a
all that
super
stuff.
tastemaker for you. Like,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of the reason you are who you are is because she
Totally.
sat your
So
butt
cute,
down
Yeah.
and spent
Yeah,
some
yeah.
time with you.
Totally. She gave me my fandom, and she also gave me my kind heart. I feel like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stella's a very kind heart.
She's a wonderful woman.
She's
I
a
love very much.
wonderful woman.
I got to see her today. Actually, I had my Mother's Day with her today. I went down to Oxnard and
Was she
what
very
did you do?
happy
What
about
did
it?
you do?
we went to a Mexican restaurant, and we had like a lunch, like a late lunch, and then we went to the Camarillo outlets and we walked around.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Did you get her a La Crusette pot?
a what?
A La Crusette pot? How will she know you love her if you don't get her a La Crusette pot?
I quick paid her an indiscriminate amount of money
Great. Good.
and got her some flowers.
Good.
What would you say is your mom's favorite movie?
Ooh.
Oh, I actually don't know. I think it might be like Star Wars or something, but
Yeah.
a movie she watched a shitload when I was a kid was Beaches. She
Oh,
watched
I
Beaches
love
all the
Beaches.
time.
Woman watches beaches.
I know.
That is a blanket
I
statement.
get it.
But I remember talking to someone recently
Love
who
Beaches.
who I mentioned Beaches to, and they were like, "That's a bad movie." Like you
Oh,
tried
it's not
watching
a
it
good
recently.
movie.
It's
No,
not a good movie.
It's not a good movie. But it's such like the best friend
Yep.
thing, and that was such an iconic thing.
Doesn't the
'cause it was
friend
like,
die or something? It's real
Yes.
sad. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
Spielers.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Heather, my wife, loves that friggin' movie.
Because it's like sisters, and it's like they
No,
grow, or it's best friends, and they
Best
grow
friends.
up. Yeah.
But they're really close best friends. And then it's like, and then one dies, and it's like,
It's one of those. It's like chronicles their whole life from when
Right,
they
right.
first meet to
And
when,
I think
yeah.
doesn't Bette Midler's character actually it's kind of like, it seems like semi-biographical
She- yeah,
in a
she
way.
gets
Like
like
she becomes
in
a
a
singer or something.
basking
like
on the front of a
becomes
bike
famous.
and they
Yeah,
fly in
she,
front of a
like-
moon. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's E.T., buddy.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, I
that's-
love E.T.
I love Beaches.
I love Beaches.
It's so good. Beaches
it.
is
Who else has wonderful memories with their Mimir?
I have,
movies.
uh,
Movies with your mama.
I have wonderful memories with my Mimir.
With your dear Mimir.
My dear Mimir. I'm trying to think, like, it's weird to get specific because I think I have a lot of those, but my mother was very much, this is where I get it from, into Christmas. Christmas was like
Ooh,
her
Christmas mama.
wild time. Like Christmas was the time that like November, she was like, yeah, and she just like started
That's fun.
immediately the day after Thanksgiving. It was just like, pull
November.
the boxes down, get it all out, and it was like all
Hoist
this,
the
like,
main sails!
Yeah, 100%.
Mom, what are you saying?
She had one of those Christmas boats.
Knocking around.
Bottle of vodka.
Yeah. Just do it. It goes red, green, red, green.
Pick up the starboard port and just all systems go,
You got it. It's the Grinch who stole Christmas, and he's inflatable.
in the fireplace, gonna get a little presents.
Just an FYI, it's not gonna snow, but I won't step
Sure.
over him sledding, baby.
shovels and go over to the neighbor's yard.
Chip
Crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
You joke.
Careful we wake the plates.
You joke, but my favorite memory of her that I can think of is like, so Christmas was huge in our house, huge, and
Yeah,
I
you guys had a
remember her. We had a boat. We had a full boat.
A Christmas
Every
boat.
year, the Christmas boat would come in. But
Christmas schooner.
we were. We
Elliot,
were,
are you
like,
unfamiliar
sleeping.
with the Christmas boat?
You
I'm
don't
so
have
sorry.
Christmas-
I grew up in a different
Don't make
culture.
him feel
Oh,
bad.
I'm sorry.
Don't
Yeah,
no, I'm not
yeah.
trying to. I
Just-
just wasn't sure if you
I'm
knew.
still
what the
learning
Christmas
a lot.
He had a
and-
Christmas.
Next, you're gonna say you don't know about Santa's crown.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I know Santa's crown. Everybody knows
Yeah.
Santa's crown.
But did you guys eat the cake of Santa's
We ate
crown?
we
Yeah.
ate the cake of Santa's crown.
Okay,
on
who's-
Christmas.
Okay, wait.
It came with the
Christmas
5
morning.
stars.
Okay, this is a
5
funny
stars.
bit. This is a very funny bit.
Yeah,
but seriously, who normally wore the crown on Christmas?
Normally the crown is
It's the firstborn.
Right, the firstborn.
Yeah,
from
and if the
Jesus.
firstborn
and
dies,
then
Yeah.
the
Right.
firstborn
It's-
dies, then
it's
you
the oldest.
You
Right.
winter lasts.
You got to put the lamp's
So,
blood
for
above the door.
The lamb's
Yeah.
blood,
Right.
Again, which is like.
lamp's blood.
And honestly, it's like I wish more people did that still today.
the weirdest part about that tradition is breaking down the crown into bits and
Yeah.
eating it
Yep.
in a soup.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the
yep,
weirdest
yep.
part.
But then you have to go up the sledding hill on the turbo sled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really
It's
weird.
really weird.
Yeah.
But if you
That's
don't
right.
have a hill,
You break the crown apart
like
and
me,
you
see-
put it in soup.
I
You eat the crown bits.
You
out
eat
of
Santa's
the soup.
crown.
see,
Yeah.
I grew up without a hill, so
Oh.
yeah. Ours was
Yeah.
always through the back door.
Yep.
Here's
So-
Lee always
I get
talking
it.
about how poor she was when she was a
didn't
kid.
have
We didn't have a
We didn't
hill.
have a hill.
flat ground.
Our Santa
Far
crown
as you
had to
could
stay
see.
at surface sea level.
My dad only owned a gazebo. Anyway, so Christmas was big. in
Christmas
your
is
house?
big, and one of my favorite memories is that like she would or memories is that
Member
she
berries.
would literally like we would be the ones sleeping. Like you know how normally kids come in and wake up the parents. Like she was always the parent that came in and was like, "It's Christmas," and it would like make us lose our minds. And so there's this dumb song called "This'll Hear the Christmas Bear."
What the
it's
fuck? Did they make it up?
It's a real nope.
No,
it's
you
real.
gotta sing this.
No, oh no, it's real. It's
What the
Alabama is a song. Is it like a country music
Oh yeah.
band?
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, yeah.
And my mom is a Tennessee girl and she loves it. And so it literally is like, this is the chord. This old haired Christmas bear spreading the good news everywhere about Christmas time and what it means. There's a whole bunch of verses.
He put on the crown and he crushed it up, put it in the soup and then he ate it up. This old bear getting on his Christmas boat.
And he left the anchors on the Christmas boat.
Put the crown on top of his berry head and then he went up the hill on his turbo sled. It's Christmas time in Alabama, this old Christmas bear.
And then you kill a pig with Santa's knife. And
You go home, you take it to your wife, and she's
take it to
gonna
your
roast
wife.
it up real good because it's Christmas in the neighborhood.
you put the pig's blood all around the door, and Santa won't come in no more. Yeah, these are some good traditions.
It's a really good tradition.
I
That's
really
what it
wish we
is.
all would have grown up
I
in
know.
your house.
Maybe
You're
the
welcome.
maybe the Valley folks should have a Christmas special where we create these all new traditions, these all new
man.
Christmas
100%.
traditions.
Or at least like a 12-track album of new Christmas
Of new
songs.
shitty Christmas songs.
We're sick of the old ones. We're creating new ones.
We have a shanty about the
Truthfully,
Christmas
though,
boat.
I wish you could pull that
Yeah.
song. This is exactly
Santa's
what that
crown.
song
Yeah.
felt like, though. Like growing up, you'd always be like, "This will hear the Christmas bear." So he was a bear that spread good news about Christmas.
Is he saying
So it's
this
like-
old hair?
No, his name was Thistle,
Thistle?
Hair.
Jesus.
the
This was
Christmas
obviously a
Wow.
song about a
Thistle
homeless
hair.
guy that walked around
Spreading
town.
the
They
good
called
news.
Thistle
Yeah.
Hair.
Oh, there goes Thistle hair.
Hair. He's been back on the
Lock
sauce
the door
again.
and hide the kids. Thistle hair is on the prowl.
Hey, kids, got any sandwich crust to feed old Thistle Hair? He loves sandwich
Oh, he
crust.
loves sandwich crust. That's what it is. No, I so yeah.
So you
that
just
was
have
one of my
memories of
favorite-
your mom freaking
memories
out
of
about Christmas.
and
Cool,
also
Joe,
just,
what's
like,
yours?
Joyous. Good. Yeah, that was it. She's
Cool, you
joyous.
could have just said that, Lee. God, you didn't
I
have to
tr-
go
I
into that
tried.
whole
Really
story.
neat. My mom likes Christmas. Joe, what's
Like,
yours?
let's move it. Let's move.
I tried.
Thistle
Give
bear.
it.
I tried.
Thistle
Keep some
bear.
structure here, guys.
Guys,
You got it.
I'm the odd man out here. All of your parents stayed together growing up, correct?
Yeah.
And they still are happily
Yeah.
married.
As far as I know,
or
yeah.
so they say. My mom, when I was in 4th grade, divorced from my father and whisked herself away to the other side of the United States. So we lived in Montana and she went to Texas. So from like 4th grade on, she kind of wasn't there and we didn't have like a robust relationship, as they would say. So I was thinking about bringing this topic up and I was like, what are mine? And then I started panicking because I was like, I don't know what they are, because there was a lot of turbulation in my childhood with my father and my mother. She was a manic depressant and she was gone a lot. A lot of that was due to the fact that she couldn't help herself. It'd be like she would wake up, she didn't want to be on the drugs that would regulate her, so she would just be gone. She literally like traversed mountains and was just gone.
Really?
And we lived in
And she would go travel somewhere? She would just like leave the house?
she didn't have control of herself. She didn't control of her mind or her
Wow.
or her body or her choices to a point. I'm not going to give her a free pass on that, but so I was trying to think of what my favorite memories are, and the ones that I kind of thought of was when the effort came into play later on in life. So for me, my memories, because she really just kind of wasn't there and we weren't super tight, as it said, but she made the effort and showed up on like my high school graduation and my college graduation.
Wow.
And those little big gestures meant a lot at the time. But again, I think that a lot of that was somebody that was trying a lot a little too late.
Yeah, totally.
I appreciated it, but it didn't like make us super tight or whatever. So I was trying to go back a little bit before she left. And I think the one that I'm really latching on to is that because she was the loose cannon of the family, she had a little bit more of the fun gene at time. My dad's afraid of heights. He's afraid of roller coasters and stuff like that, so he would never do that. But my mom would be the one that if we went to the carnival, she would be like, hell yeah, let's get on the roller coaster. So a lot of my favorite memories are her taking small chances, so much so that we got on the Super Loop. Do you guys know what the Super Loop is?
No idea.
It's kind of like, it's just a loop. It's just a circle that was at a crappy like corner carnival.
Falling for
Oh,
this
they're the
one.
best. It's the best.
And I got on
The Super Loop is just a slide.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
yeah, I'm sure there's a super loop.
It's basically just a closed loop of
Yeah.
a roller coaster. And she didn't sneak me on, but I think she got me on it when I was maybe an inch too short. And it was fun and exhilarating, except for the part that I was falling out of the harness.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And basically almost falling out of the roller coaster at the apex of the loop.
Yeah.
However, my mom grabbed me with her strong ass mom hands and just latched onto my chest and kept me inside the Super Loop. So
oh my god.
thank you, Mom.
Wow.
But she would take chances, and that was kind of the fun thing, like the risk taking and showing that you could have a little bit of fun with life.
Damn it, that's
The
why
little
you're
things
such
she
a
left me with.
badass, because
Yeah.
of risk taking. My family were never risk takers. They were very calculated. They were very like
That's
careful.
Delman has the
They're
same
very.
thing.
We
I
were
get that.
coddled.
No, we were all risk takers. It was like jump off the top peak.
Not me, man.
Just
I
do it.
One time when I was young, I climbed to the top of a fucking like those jungle or like those. We had like this playground equipment that was like a metal spaceship, and you
Sure.
could climb up to the very top, and there was like a wheel up there. I remember like it took me like 30 minutes to get to the top, and then when I was up there, I was like, well, I can never come down. I
live here
Yeah,
now.
I can't come down, and they had to send like 2 uncles to come get me. Basically,
We're gonna need to send
Those
2
two
uncles. We need 2 uncles.
Are there any uncles here in the park? Only
need
uncles.
2, not 3, not 1. 2.
Eight uncles are just like
I'm
yeah.
a cousin. Does that work?
No,
No, we're looking for uncles.
Good God.
What about aunts? I'm a great aunt.
Genevieve, hand down.
Open your ears. We're looking for uncles.
Anyway,
1, 2, we gotta get this
so
kid
yeah,
off
so
the top.
wow, man.
and I'll give her credit for your mom was super dope about Christmas. My mom was a freak about Halloween, and she would go over the top about Halloween. So there's
I love it.
some memories there.
So
Like
she was a
trick-or-treating
freak
stuff
in the
like that.
sheets because the ghost sheets.
You're okay.
Elliot's next. Elliot's next.
Joe, that was a I love you very much.
We can
And,
we can
Yeah, I
delve
love you
deep
too,
into
Joe.
that.
That was
We
a
can-
nice,
we can delve deeper into that on another podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're a person of extreme depth, and it's nice to hear you speak about.
Yeah,
these
and you're an
things.
extraordinary human, Joe. I very much
Yep.
think so. And against
Stop
all
trying
odds.
to make up for my mom's absence, you guys. Jesus
No,
Christ.
I just love a
And
lot
I
of
think
people.
you're a big, strong man. I
sing
think you're
me
a
the
big,
Thistle song
strong
again.
A lot of
man.
people get like
Thistle
super
hair
fucked up when their
Christmas
mom leaves, and
tree,
you're only a
spreading
little
the
fucked up.
good
So I
news.
think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, people get
About
fucked up when their
Christmas
moms stay.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, some people wish their moms left.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Happy memories, Elliot.
Happy Mother's Day,
Hey.
everyone.
Happy Mother's Day.
Not everybody's perfect. Not every mom is the best mom.
My ma'am is, I think she's my favorite memories of her. Typically, it's kind of like Yuli. There's no like real specific thing. I mean, there's
got
1,000
lots. I got
specific things,
thousands, yeah.
But to pick one seems very like difficult. I mean, it's your mom. You know, they're like in your DNA, and so literally, and so I think my highlight when I think about my relationship with my
Like,
mom.
cut a highlight reel for your mom.
Yeah, it's mostly like she was. I
Put a
will.
real
I
sweet
cut a real
song under it. Maybe some
Facebook does
What would
that.
it be?
POD.
You know what it is?
Oh, I know what it is.
I know what it
Do you know what it
is.
is?
I know
Okay,
what
you
it
do
is.
yours and I'll do mine.
Right.
You do yours first.
Don't riff my shit. Don't riff my shit. You guys are
It's
riffing my
the-
shit.
I've been trying to do it right. It's that ho, hey song.
You're
No,
riffing
no,
me.
no, that's not it.
No,
You're riffing me.
mine is
I got it.
I don't
forever
wanna be riffed.
young. I wanna be forever
That's really
young.
good.
That's really good, but I got it.
I just don't want to be
What is
riffed.
it?
Ready? Bum, 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 bum. Father of mine,
Tell
tell me where have you been?
Just close my eyes.
My whole world was up in
No,
a
actually,
picture.
it's Runaway Train Never Coming Back.
Anyway, my favorite memories of my mom were just having a lot of conversations where she would really tolerate all of my questions about everything.
She was
Like
patient.
throughout my entire life, yeah. And I would just ask like this, and then I'd like try to like intellectually like work my way around it, and then that was
wait,
always
you were?
mother, but
You
what
tried to do
about
that?
yeah. And then
what
and she
about
was
Elliot, you
boogers?
tried to intellectually maneuver your
one up,
way.
yeah. And I had a lot of questions, and she was always really patient with me, and she's so wise.
Ellie doesn't want any bits happening.
And
during
I
this.
don't want
know.
bits or your
I
stupid
haven't
riffs.
talking
I don't give a
right
shit about your little Santa hats. Listen to me now. This is about me and my wonderful
Mom,
mom.
why do my boogers taste like potato chips?
So I guess we have Elliot's mom to blame.
Yeah, how about fewer riffs and fewer bits and more Elliot and his mom?
How about this? You keep going.
That's
we'll
what this
do-
podcast
We'll
needs.
we'll do quieter riffs. So you keep talking. And we'll
Okay,
just,
great.
We'll be in the
Talking.
background. Are you ready?
So yeah, perfect. So my mom is literally the wisest person I've ever met, and I
Where's
think
your mom, an
that
owl?
she's where
Seems like I could be getting somewhere. Somehow it's neither.
my mom's the
here
wisest person I've ever met. Is your mom an
there.
owl?
I know. with
Yeah,
no
everybody knows
kind
owls are
of
wise,
go.
Elliot. Come on, boy.
Anyway,
They're the wisest of all animals.
She encouraged me to ask questions about things, which is very nice, even though it probably bites her in the butt sometimes. But she's the most wonderful person in the world. I love her very much.
Wow, that's really
I
cute.
love my mom very much. This is
Yeah.
not. Come on.
I love my mom so much more than you guys.
No, I don't
love
think that's
your mom.
even a possibility.
Oh, it's 100%.
I think
Nah,
it.
man,
I
I
think
really
it's
don't.
okay
Elliot, I
to say to just
definitely
say
love
it so
your
he'll
mom
stop
more.
I
talking
think
about
it
it.
actually might be because there's all that Oedipal stuff. So probably
Yeah.
does love her more
Good
than I
joke,
love
Joe.
her
Did you guys hear that good joke?
No,
No,
but
what did Joe
I'm
say?
sure I'll hear it. I'll be editing this.
Oh, hey, can we talk about saving money?
Oh, I would like to.
Yeah.
Is that your topic?
Actually, it's not quite my topic, Steve,
Okay.
but it is a topic I'd like to talk about. Joe, do you have an announcement to make? Maybe.
It's our second sponsor. We'd like to thank Honey.
That's actually our second sponsor
Yeah,
right there.
that
Can we
little
get it
guy.
closer?
He's adorable.
Yeah.
He's
We'd like to thank Honey for being our second sponsor, the Valleycast second sponsor. I'm gonna do a little read for you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Yep.
Ooh, when you shop online, do you suddenly turn into a tab hoarder, loading
Yes.
dozens and dozens of new tabs on your browser in search of a promo code, just one that works?
Yes.
Yeah.
Afraid to close any of them in fear of missing out on a deal? Before you crash your browser yet again, try Honey.
Honey.
Oh.
Honey is the free browser add-on that over 9 million people are using every day to save money while they shop online.
This is so smart.
Wow.
Time Magazine calls Honey basically free money.
What is it, Joe? Tell me more.
Dude, it's super simple. 2 clicks. You get Honey on any browser for free, and then you just shop online like you do, Lee.
I do
like
it
you
all
do,
the
Steve.
time.
Like everybody does
I
now.
do it.
And then it just puts the promo code in there.
What it does is it scans
It
and
puts the
tests
promo code on the
millions
skin
and
unless it gets the
millions.
hose, or else it gets the hose again.
It basically scours the internet for a bunch of free coupons, and
That's
it goes
amazing!
through all of
That's
them. And then
super
when
rad.
you check out, Honey just puts the best friggin' coupon on it.
Honey, I'm ready, honey.
Joe, I think
ready,
that's all
baby.
fine and dandy. Folks, listen here. Honey.
Listen now here.
Honey
to
has
hear.
saved us an exorbitant amount of money. I don't know if that's the right word, but it saved us 60% on our Valley Folk business checks, not to
so
brag. And I've
cool.
been using Honey for quite a while. And honest to God, it has saved me so much money. Like it is.
You actually do love Honey.
everything that they say as a talking
It's
point
truth.
is 100% true. It's free and it has saved me hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
And it's like it is like magic. And I
You guys
click
feel
it.
like this is
and
how
every
Elliot
time I
also
click it,
talked about his mom.
yeah, it is. It is exactly. I feel the exact same way about both of them. They're
Is
both
Honey a better
life-changing.
mom than your mom?
No, it's not, Steven. Thank you for clarifying that.
That is a good
and that's where the
clarification.
authenticity in this
Yeah.
read comes from.
But
is I
Honey
would
lets
never
you
say
save
that.
more money than your mom lets you.
No, my
No,
mom
she's
still.
still
I mean, with all
a
the
good
dude,
money
when she
saver.
comes, she gets me so many groceries, and she doesn't even try to have
That's
coupons.
cute.
She doesn't
Your mom's
care
such
at
a
all.
honey.
My mom. Is a
Your mom
high.
is such a honey.
But no, seriously, it saves so much money, and then this is one of those
Oh.
like definitely use it. And if you do
I'm
use our
ready.
code, it helps the podcast. And what's
Yeah,
our
finishing
code?
it out. Here we go. There's no reason not to add Honey to your browser today. It's free. Takes 2 clicks to install and will save you tons of money. Get Honey for free.
Nice.
At joinhoney.com/valleycast. That's 2
Nice.
words, everybody. Join honey.com/valleycast.
I love that.
Honey,
Please do it. If you're gonna do it, use that code. Helps us a lot.
Lots of money.
When you order stuff online,
Order
Like your candy or turpentine.
stuff online.
Like your candy or turpentine. 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 Like
Here comes Thistle Bear.
Anyway, so I have a story to tell you guys. I was walking down the street right across from this building, and I was walking behind an older gentleman who looked like how I hope to look 20 years from now. And I saw him alive, yeah. And he stopped
with a cardigan.
I see
And
him
more
stop-
effeminate.
and more feminine, and kind of he had nice painted nails. It was nice, but he stopped in front of this apartment building, and I saw him lean in and smell flowers. And then as I was walking behind him, I smelled like his old man cologne, and I was like, "This guy's so cool, like, he's like-
Classy.
yeah, and he was wearing a suit,
He
and
stopped
he was
to smell
wearing
the flowers. That's so sweet.
yeah, and he had a canvas bag over his shoulder, and I was like, "This guy gets it. Like, he's older, he's walking around Sherman Oaks, he's smelling some flowers."
Literally stopped to smell the flowers.
Yeah, and so I took out my cell phone and I took a photo of this gentleman from behind, and I was gonna make
A little
social
creepy.
media, a little creepy, but it didn't show his face, so I didn't feel too bad about it. But I made this. I was gonna do a post on Instagram on my story and just be like, "This guy is like so cool, and like he's smelling these flowers." And as I'm walking, I look up and I see him take this coffee cup and with coffee in it and hurl it into the street. Like angrily into the street, and
After
the
he
lid
stopped
came
to
off.
smell the flowers, he just chucked.
Did he
Yes.
say anything?
He said nothing, but it was like
It was violent.
it was a slam.
He was
and
upset.
and coffee went everywhere in the street, and something in me like blossomed, and I went into the street and I grabbed the cup and I put the lid back on the cup, and he didn't see me behind him, and then I came up beside him and I walked past him and I go, "It's okay, sir, I got it." And I continued to walk ahead of me, and then I looked behind me, and he was just looking at me, very like upset and kind of confused. And then I looked at him and I said, "You're disappointing, sir."
This guy triggered you so hard.
And then I walked into Mike Falzone's apartment and I threw the cup away. But
Threw it right on
threw it
Mike
at
Falzone.
Mike.
just
You
disgusted.
paid
with
it forward like a motherfucker.
So then I was telling Mike about this, and I was like, I actually have a photo of the guy. Maybe you can recognize him from behind. And I showed Mike the photo of this old man, and I noticed that in the photo, you could actually see the coffee cup ahead of him on the ledge. And so this guy just grabbed another piece of
it
trash.
wasn't his
Oh, it was
cup of
just trash
coffee.
that was. Oh, maybe trash angered him.
Exactly.
Was this
so
a
here's what I think
homeless man?
happened. I don't think he was homeless.
Are you sure
I
that
am
that
not
homeless
sure.
man didn't grab that coffee cup off there, try and take a sip of it, then realize it was disgusting, throw it into the street, and you just told a homeless man that he was disappointed?
Something in there, I think, is what exactly happened.
I mean, or it's just like another
think-
Sherman Oaks crazy person.
No,
There's plenty of them.
I think I got morally righteous and I screamed at a homeless person.
Wow.
Wow.
And I think the poor guy may have been like disgusted that somebody else had been littering, and so he
But
like.
that doesn't give him
chuck-
the right to
Of
chuck
course
it
not.
in. That's not how that works.
But if you're crazy, maybe you're like, this is the
Yeah.
great way to get rid of it, because at least there's street cleaning. Like that's a way
Oh,
to
sure,
take care of the
yeah.
coffee cup that's better than like leaving it on the ledge.
Sure.
And so I'm thinking maybe this guy saw somebody litter, got angry, lashed out irrationally against them. I saw him lashing out irrationally against the person who littered, picked up the cup, went to him, and then lashed out irrationally at him.
And then he went home and murdered his family.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I have started
Because
a
of
butterfly
you.
Hold
effect.
on. I'm going to
Because
be
of you.
honest. I think that was you in the future.
Yeah.
It might be. I think it all checks out, because for sure I would stop and smell flowers, but
Yeah.
100% be like, you can't just
Yeah.
litter here. And I would like,
You just chuck it into the
But
street.
wouldn't that mean that you, in the future, would have knowledge of the event?
Yeah, but future Elliot also knows that past Elliot's about to learn a deep
Oh,
lesson.
so he
that's
knows it
the
has
truth.
to
He has to
happen.
happen.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
and who knows, like maybe me talking about it on this podcast is a way that I can encourage other people to not litter, because that's a very bad thing to do.
Like-
but maybe also I just really accosted a homeless person.
I have not similar story. Nice toot, Steve. Steve
It
tooted
always
for
with my
all the
headphones
audience.
sounds like just the
Chair.
Yeah.
I know.
sounds like
But
a-
I'm really close to him, so I get
get
the
it.
I get the
Good for you, Lou.
Yeah, it's
That's cool.
highlight of my day.
Continue.
Highlight of my day. I have a similar thing that happened literally just before I came here. I live on a street that has a lot of a-holes because it's Hollywood area, so I get to see a lot of like
the a-hole family.
assholes get out of their cars. Yeah, notorious a-hole family.
Christina and Anthony
Christina and
A-hole.
Anthony,
Jonathan
yeah.
A-hole.
Yeah, Jonathan A-hole.
I believe it's pronounced Ahali.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But
It's
they go by
Swahili.
a-hole.
Ellie doesn't like this bit.
No.
He just throws the coffee cup on the
This is the coffee cup. I still have it.
You're disappointment. No.
This bit is a disappointment.
This bit is a disappointment, sir.
Sir. No, so this guy walks down from the building and he's in a very when you're wearing like a douchebag suit. It's just like a suit that makes you look like a big time douchebag.
Like an agent, like a Hollywood
yeah,
agent
like
suit.
it's like a douchebag
but not a
suit.
full-on
Yeah,
douche
not a full-on
that
douche,
was turned into a suit.
but like a douchebag suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
No
a douchebag
tie,
suit.
unbuttoned
Still
cover.
a little faux hawk, which
Oh, yeah.
kind of always
Ooh.
gets me good a little bit.
Oh, he's just a young go-getter.
A little too old for a faux hawk, and two.
Oh, so he's not young. He's just a go-getter.
He's a go-getter.
He's a go-getter. But he's still in
And,
the lower rungs of an agency.
He walked down. He looked. There's a Uber waiting for him, and he walked down. He looked into the reflection of the car in the Uber and like fixed everything like for too long.
To get in the Uber?
before he got in the
So
Uber.
the Uber driver's just like
Just
watching
sitting
this
there
asshole
watching
doing
this
this.
asshole,
Just like giving him 1 star.
like,
sending
What a
it
changing
to you.
gift.
everything and, like,
What a
this,
gift.
This.
Oh my God,
And it was
Lee.
the most perfect. Hold on. He goes. He like looks and he's like doing everything in the mirror and he's like, yeah, got it. He's like, he's like doing all the man stuff of like junk check this, like. This
Fixed
and, like
his
pop
boobs.
it. Also,
Yeah, you keep
fixed his
going
boobs.
for your
Well, 'cause
boobs, and
he
I'm
was
like, this is a weird image.
You're
for
right.
me.
He was doing like the jacket check.
Oh, right,
you know?
right, okay.
But you know when you see someone check themselves out in a mirror and you like know what they're thinking, but he did the like. This is only for the viewers, obviously. He did the like.
Yeah, I got it.
No way.
Yeah, he did like
Ugh.
a check himself out and like really be
Yikes.
pleased with what he saw, and then the Uber driver
Was he a
goes,
YouTuber?
Had to be. He's too old, I think, but you never know. Maybe he has a family.
They live in North Hollywood. This is
there it
West
is.
Hollywood.
This is,
Yeah,
West Hollywood.
That's my
So
neighborhood.
then the Uber driver rolls down his window and finally talks to him as he's like, this asshole's just checking himself out, and he goes, "For Chad?"
For Chad or
And he's like, "Yeah."
For Chad 2004 fire emoji? Is that you?
It was just
are you
such a
Chad
perfect-
agent?
For Chad? And he's like, "Yeah."
Is
And he
this,
like puts on douchebag glasses and gets in the car, and I loved it so
What
much.
a fun passive aggressive way to be like, get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
For
Excuse me. Are you
Chad?
the Chad?
So I was on Reddit and I found a really funny Easter egg from
Oh, yeah.
from
Yeah, I wanna know this.
Independence Day, which I did not know, and I think
do
this
tell.
is really fun.
Do tell.
But when Jeff Goldblum looks up his wife's address in Independence Day, remember he's trying to find, he wants to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
find
yeah,
her so he
yeah.
could save her. The address is 123 Here She Is Avenue.
Is that true?
Yeah, look, there's a screenshot right here.
I love it.
123 Here She Is Avenue.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Ooh, good job, set people,
Wow,
set
that's
directors, and
hilarious.
everything. That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
I
heard of that
love
one.
that. Here
Um,
she 1, 2, 3.
That
here
sounds
she
like a
is
go F
Avenue.
yourself. That's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
ultimate go F.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like
What's
the,
her address? I think it's 123 Here She Is Avenue.
Is what-
I don't know. What?
I can just write it.
it's kind of like what's the
I love
oh
it.
shit, I lost it. Never mind. Anyway, so so my question was gonna be, what's your favorite like movie Easter egg? Like, what's your favorite thing
I
that
can
you
think about it.
like? There's a bunch of them. Like my favorite is one that was only in the theatrical version of Roger Rabbit, but actually there's a bunch of really cool secret Easter eggs in Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
But one of the funniest ones was when it first came to theaters. Do you remember the scene where Hyena, which is the like ugly version of Jessica Rabbit?
yeah.
Yeah, the scary version of Jessica Rabbit
Yeah.
in Toontown.
Nightmares when
she
you're a
seemed
kid.
It's
nice.
terrifying.
She nice.
Yeah, a man. So when Eddie Valiant
think
runs
I'm
into
Hyena.
a bathroom to hide. No.
Oh,
no.
there's
No,
something
I'm-
on the wall.
Yeah, there was a phone number written on the wall, and it was Michael Eisner's actual office phone number. Yeah. How crazy is that?
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
why it's my favorite movie.
I know, but there's so
Of
many
all.
more Easter eggs. Like, do you remember when the dip at the end when the dip goes through the wall and then the train crashes into the
Yeah.
dip. If you frame by frame it as the train goes by, in every window there's like a character being murdered.
Awesome.
Really?
It's like the silhouette of like there's like Piglet is being hung, and there's
Oh,
like
I
someone
love
about to
that.
stab like Bugs Bunny or something.
It's like Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, it kinda is.
Beautiful.
Man, they just had pure freedom and they were able to do
They're just
something
having fun,
that
yeah.
will never
But it's
ever
also
be done.
Zemeckis coming together with Spiel. Like, there's so many
Yeah, that's true.
That movie's
visionaries that are part of
magical.
that movie. It's so.
It's why Toonton
good.
is my favorite.
Toonton.
Toonton's my
Toonton,
favorite.
Connecticut.
It's also it's why Toonton is still my favorite part of the park. I feel like every Pixar film does that so well, does those Easter eggs so well. Like they
Yeah,
always,
oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? They always have so
Like
many. of those.
Ratatouille has Doug from Up, which is the
Yes,
next
yeah.
movie that came out.
Yeah.
And they always
Yeah.
have like characters that aren't.
Where they have like posters on the walls, a Buzz Lightyear
Yeah.
poster and like
I think-
Lilo and Stitch or something.
yeah.
You know, it's like-
Coco has Buzz Lightyear and Woody pinatas.
see, that's adorable.
Yeah,
Like I
super
think
cute.
that's so cute and
It's a
such a
very-
weird little world builder.
Yeah, it's a very cool like universe thing.
It
It's like the
is.
Marvel's I
Yeah.
think very good at that. And like,
Yeah.
throwing
Also, I
things
feel
in.
like I would do that as a like if you were a set director, you'd be like, yeah, I'm bored out of my mind, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
put this on there.
And all those people, like anytime you're on a set, like one of the things, and Lee and I have talked about this a little bit, but like if you're on like a actual set, every person who's like putting effort into all those little things seem to, in my experience, really love and care about what they're doing, and
Yes.
they want to like go above and beyond and put weird things and push the envelope in their area. So it's like I think it's the coolest thing. Like it's a bunch of artists
and-
getting together to make something, and it's a very beautiful thing that
Yeah.
people try to sneak.
Yeah,
things
and
in
actually,
there.
like while you mention it, like the subreddit that I got this Independence Day bit from
give
is
us
actually
more. I
called
want more. I want
it's
more.
r/movie details, and it's like
that's
a
fun.
really fun subreddit. And right now, as I browse the front page, there's one from Toy Story 3. Buzz Lightyear's batteries are exposed, showing the By and Large brand. That's the brand of the batteries, and By and Large is the company from Wall-E, the company that makes the hover chairs. And
Yeah, they're
shit.
so good at it.
So cool.
I like the secret cameos that are becoming a new thing, like Daniel Craig in Star Wars. He was
Yeah, he was like a stormtrooper.
and he had like
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like a featured role in it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think
was like-
Giacchino was also a stormtrooper.
do you remember the
It started with Glenn Close and Hook.
in Hook?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, and
That's one of my
Phil
favorites.
Collins is in there.
Phil Collins,
is
Phil
Yep.
Collins, but he's
Wait a
like way
minute.
more prominent.
I don't know this one.
Oh, you don't know
Phil
that
Collins
one?
is the
He's
police
one of
officer.
the police officers that
Yes.
comes to the house. Is it-
Cool.
He has a
When she's like,
famous line where
the
he goes,
children were screaming.
yeah, and Phil Collins, I think one of them says maybe he's forgotten to fly, and then Phil Collins just goes, one does.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Phil
Yeah.
Collins.
Good
I
line.
love it. Good
That's a
job,
very
Phil.
divisive
And then
movie.
it's
People
actually
either
really good.
love or
I,
hate that
love it.
movie.
I don't
No
love
one
it,
hate-
but
no
I
one
don't hate
hates.
it.
Second favorite movie ever.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
my
like
first
it.
favorite
Yeah.
movie.
Really?
Yeah, it is. But didn't he also like he goes, no one does, and then he immediately went like da 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 da.
This old bear was walking down the street one day.
Married a banana. They married a banana. Then they married a banana.
I love all the. I used to really get into like the Disney subliminal messages
Yeah.
that they put in. I mean now,
Sure.
like,
Like take your clothes off.
yeah, take your clothes off is a really good one,
And
and
the
then the sex,
Sex and
which they
Lion
tried.
King, yeah.
But my
And
favorite
then-
was when they would lie about or try to cover it up. So like for the
Yeah.
Lion King one, they would say that they were putting SFX.
Yeah, special effects.
yeah, right.
Because
No,
it was
yeah.
the
my
special effects
God.
department. No, it
You're
wasn't. It was an
sex, You're
animator.
bored out of your mind. There's one Little Mermaid.
There's Jonathan A-hole.
VHS cover, and like it's just
Little
it's
Mermaid?
either the
It's a
most
poster.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's a poster, but I have the VHS
No, it's
cover,
it's a clear dick.
It's a total dick.
and it's
yeah.
a full dick.
Yeah.
It's that castle is fully an
It's
erect
just a dick.
penis. Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty aggressive on that level. And you're like, oh no, that's just a dick.
In the Quentin Tarantino like universe, there's like a cigarette brand called Golden Apple, I think it's called, or like something like that. And there's it's like present throughout like every Quentin Tarantino movie. And in Hateful Eight, there's like a old timey like tin can of like Golden Apple tobacco
I
or
love
something.
that. Oh, I thought of mine. I thought of so
Okay.
there's and this is actually a strong debate in our family. It relates back to the thing. We watch Muppets Christmas Carol every year because it's probably the best version of Christmas Carol. It's unreal.
Wherever you find out,
It feels like Christmas. And the singing of a street choir warmed by the fire.
My favorite part of
It's
that.
true wherever you find love, you'll find it Christmas. It is the season of the year.
I know all. Anyways, keep going.
There's a part in that movie where they take Rizzo and they use him and they wipe him.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
window,
yeah. That's a
and they're-
great
and
movie.
he's
Thank
just-
you
I'm
for
just
making
yeah.
me a part of this.
Making me a part of this. Happy to be a part of this.
It's my favorite. It's so
That's really
good.
So, guys,
Awesome.
thank you so much for listening to the Valley Cast. Does anybody want to finish with any information? I mean,
Yeah, man,
we
support
got
what we're doing over at
Yeah.
www.thevalleyfolk.com. That'll bring you to our
Mm-hmm.
Patreon. You can support us there. You get a lot of fun perks. We do like Instagram things. There's a lot of great stuff. We did a live stream.
yeah,
It's
mhm.
good.
And
Just
we
for
do
patrons.
our campfire thing, which is
Yeah,
a
campfire
new weekly
chats.
thing where
Yeah.
we're gonna we do
I
for
love
patrons.
That was really fun.
It was so
was a
fun.
fun
We just
time.
literally sit around and do a live stream, very intimate. You guys talk to us, we talk to you. Think of it like our Wednesday night Twitch streams on twitch.com/ or twitch.tv/ the Valley Folk. But instead of playing games, we are focusing primarily on you guys. We get to talk to you, and you guys ask us questions, and it's very fun.
fun.
So
What I liked about that too is it was very like laid back and not like because we
It's like a
all have our like
campfire.
entertainment hats that we wear, but like that was the campfire thing was literally us just being like,
Yeah.
except we kind of make the camera the campfire. We're all just sort of like hanging out. It's cool. I liked it a
And
lot.
since it's like since it's just for patrons, we get to be like super behind the scenes with
Yeah.
everybody and like share
Yeah.
a lot of like secrets of things we're working on, and that's where we
very true.
first kind of revealed your show as the
And
show
the
that we're talking
logo.
about.
Yeah.
And the logo.
cool, awesome guys.
Anyway,
well, thank you very much.
Great, thank you guys for listening. We got merch coming
Yeah, we do.
Very, very soon.
I'm very
really
excited.
soon. Very exciting. That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
We
awesome.
love you.
Oh, and check out our logo. And our
Yeah.
Yeah, let us
Yeah.
know what you think.
And we
and-
just released our cool little video on youtube.com/thevalleyfolk. Go check it out. Subscribe.
All right. We got
All
it.
right,
We're
guys,
good.
you're the
Okay,
best. Thank you
bye.
so
Love
much
you
for
guys,
listening.
thank
We
you.
love you. Bye bye. We love all of you, every single one of you. At the end of the day,
Except for
what
you,
I like
Jonathan,
to think is that
For Chad?
A-hole and Chad.
I actually really love
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Chat.
everybody.
More
I love
more.
every single
actually like you too.
person, and
Keep it going. Keep it coming.
I love.
Maybe just a little bit more.
No, I'm gonna stop it. There it goes. I'm stopping it.